apologize first for this not so hot lighting. I just needed to find a place in my house away from the craziness of my dogs at the moment, which is kind of funny because I think crazy is a really good word to describe this time in ministry. I may be the exception, but I actually find it really invigorating. I like change, and I believe that God is active in this and that God is using the opportunities COVID has presented. And yes, I said opportunities on purpose, not challenges, to not just push us out of our comfort zone, but to literally punt us out of our comfort zone. And part of why I find this exciting is because honestly, people, didn't the church need this decades ago? Not COVID, the punting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love things organized and planned, and it used to be really distressing for me if things didn't go as planned. But time after time, God has punted me out of my comfort zones, and I have come to rely more on the Spirit's agency rather than my own. And no lie, there were times where I throw up my hands and say, fine, God, I don't know how you think I'm going to do this, and I don't even know if I have time for this, but fine, I trust you. So the spring of 2020 was another one of these times. I accepted a new position at a new congregation, and my first day, the day after Easter. Yep, smack dab in the middle of our stay-at-home order. Everything was just plain crazy. I mean, imagine starting someplace new, but not actually stepping in the building for 4 months. So here I'm part of the family ministry team, and for me specifically, the high school. So now as part of my doctoral studies, my boss took a major step back and approved my project to transform our team into more of a collaborative team, not silos under the same umbrella, and run with our own ideas without needing his approval. So what did we come up with? We literally ditched everything. All of our plans and programs, because we had discerned through, the Spirit's leadership and what was being revealed to us through others and based upon our reflections of things we had been doing, that what our families really needed was some type of sense of routine and normalcy that didn't demand more of their time or add extra schedules that they're trying to keep track of on top of all the stuff they're dealing with school. So I can't wait to share more about what we have done and how it has impacted the whole church and the other teams with you. I think I'm going to easily expand this into a 45-minute conversation and share what we did and what we do and what we learned. I'd share some of the essential elements of this adaptive work as well as team building, and share some of the challenges we ran into and how a group not given as much freedom as ours might experiment with the same things. We would use the time to go through some of the practical applications and culture-forming practices and experiences. There would be a heavy emphasis on spiritual practices and not just self-care, but team care. Because in this, relationships are key, and it requires relationships that are based on trust. I look forward to our time.